Let's bring in NSAS campaigner and founder Sean Unemployment, Mayowa Jibodu, who joins me live now via Skype. The panel of inquiry was very clear that it has now obtained the forensic report on the incident of 20th October last year, and that it wouldn't need to gather any further evidence at the toll gate. What does your group have against the reopening of this toll gate?
All right, thank you so much for having me. So the first thing you need to know is you don't open a place when you have not successfully given us full details or the end result of your research, of all things, the process you've gone through. You said you have made some background search. You said there is no killing and all of that, but yet no one has successfully come outside to the public to tell us that this is what has been done. This is the person responsible, or these are the people, or these are the set of people responsible for the killing. A place when we are yet to get the feedback of what happened on the 20th of October. It's been almost 4 months, and yet nothing has been said. And you say you want to open that same place to keep carrying on business. How do you carry out business on the blood of innocent lives that were lost that day? How do you start carrying out business when people's life are at stake, when certain families are still mourning their families, and you say you want to carry? It's just like a man saying that my wife died today and tomorrow you want to go and marry another wife. How possible is that? You cannot say you want to carry out any business when you have not successfully tell us. Somebody has to be responsible for the killing on that day. Somebody has to come out and tell us that this is what has happened. And if that is not happening, then there is nothing to talk about. There is no business to be carried out.
All right. Mr. Ajibode, very quickly, let us talk about the planned protest for Saturday. There are now two opposing groups. There are the groups that do not want the toll gate to be open. There are others with the hashtag Defend Lagos. Are you concerned about security challenges given what Lagos witnessed last year?
Yeah, the truth of the matter is I think I was listening to someone saying not quite long that there are two opposing groups. Now, my question is, how do you even know there will be opposing group if we have not tried it? Somebody said that the government doesn't want to do anything against human rights. But how do you intend to uphold human rights when you are not allowing us to come out? So you cannot say that this is the end result of a thing if you have not tried. Now, allow people to come out. When we came out, there was no problem. But along the line, along the process, we saw some certain people came in and hijacked the opening. But this is not the case this time around. All we are saying that we don't want the opening of business in that Lekki toll. And guess what? Trust me, people are complying to that. There's not going to be any issue. So either they allow us have that or not. On Saturday, on Saturday, people are going to have it online and we're going to have it offline. And if really the Constitution, the 1999 Constitution is real, then it means they have to uphold our fundamental human rights. And that they can find in the Constitution, 1999 Constitution, Section 39 is there, is where it is clear. You must uphold our human rights, and you must allow us to protest, you must allow us to speak, to express ourselves freely. So you cannot tell us there will be certain people who are opposing this when we have not even tried. We have not even, it's not yet Saturday. How come you are saying
so? Mr. Ajibode, wouldn't it also be us preempting the position of the panel as well as the LCC? The last thing we learned was that the LCC is returning to be able to capture the cost of damage and also make insurance claims. We're not very sure as to when exactly that toll gate will be open or reopened for business. But talk to us about the scope of this protest, given the position of the federal government now appealing to those planning a fresh protest not to go ahead on Saturday.
I think the best way to put Nigeria in that global scene as a nation that upholds human rights, as a nation that is willing to respect the honor, the mind, the expression, the feelings of the people, is to allow them to speak up. And one of the things I would highly recommend is that they should allow people, including myself, to speak up against any form of reopening. Now, coming to your question, the truth of the matter is I know that there are no facts yet. No one has successfully come, including the panel. No one has been able to say that this is what happened that day. But the truth of the matter is some people are responsible for this. And we'll not keep quiet. If we keep quiet, then some things will keep getting wrong. And that is why we are saying that come Saturday, allow us to express ourselves. Allow us to speak our mind. And that is the only way solution can come. That's the way somebody can take responsibility. If we keep quiet, no one will take responsibility for what has happened that day. That is where I stand.
So I mentioned the scope of the protest. Should we stay away from Lekki from that route on Saturday, will the roads be completely blocked like was last year?
We come in peace. We come in peace. A lot of Nigerian youth are coming in peace. There is no problem. People can still go about doing their business. People can go about moving around. Nothing is happening. So if anything contrary is happening to what I'm saying right now, then certain people in government should be held responsible because they already said there are two opposing groups. Well, we know there are just one group who are coming to let out their voice. So how do you say there are two opposing groups who we have not tried?
But sure, that will be back with you
People are
subsequently as more facts evolve on this particular development. Mayowa Jibodu is an NSAS campaigner and is also founder Sean Unemployment. Thank you for talking to us on the News at 7.
Thank you for having me.